Hello, family. My name is Ty Juvinel. My Lashutsi name is Uwaksa Wak Wak, which means lightning frog. I'm here in Tulalip, and I was asked to tell some stories. And one of the stories I wanted to tell you today was the story Who Painted the Flowers? And one thing I'm practicing right now is a little bit of Lashutsi. Lashutsi is a language that is spoken in the Coast Salish territory, which is in western Washington because it's coastal and Salish. So the story that I'm going to tell, I will be using some Lashutsi words for different animals. Some animals that will be in the story are bear, stubtable, eagle, yahwala, hummingbird, tiad, butterfly, yo-yo butch, so if you hear those names, you got to remember those are Lashutsi words for different animals. So like all the stories, they all start the same way, and they're so long ago. And when we tell these stories about them being a long time ago, what we like to say is a tooty-too haw. And the longer we say it, the longer it is. So a tooty-too haw. A long time ago, back when people and animals spoke the same language. It was so long ago that all the plants and trees, flowers were all green. This was even before they had lifted the sky. Well, one day, the village was gathering for a summer potluck, and one thing everyone looked forward to was the honey. Bear, stubtable, eagerly stood in front of the line. Unfortunately, the bees didn't have enough honey. The village became restless. Everyone wanted the sweet, delicious honey. Stubtable calmed everyone down. Stubtable said, "Everyone must help the bees if everyone wants to enjoy the delicious honey." The whole village began shouting ideas, but Stubtable had an idea. Stubtable said, "Because I love the delicious honey, I will wait by the flowers. Once the bees come looking for the flowers, I will just point to all the different flowers." Everyone nodded their head. Good idea. So Stubtable walked to the bushes and began waiting for the bees. He's waiting patiently, and he started to get tired, and Stubtable fell asleep. The bees had come to work and harvest on the flowers. "Oh, Stubtable, always so tired," said the bees. So the bees flew back to the village in search of another plan. Everyone had gathered to talk out the ideas, and everyone turned to who else? Eagle, they said. Yahwala, everyone said. "Will you help us? You can see all from the sky, and you fly the fastest." Yahwala agreed to help. Yahwala told everyone he would soar above, searching for the flowers. Once Yahwala spotted the flowers, he would swoop down and snatch the flowers. Everyone watched Yahwala fly high in the sky. Soon, Yahwala swooped down to gather the flowers. Yahwala returned to the village with the flowers that were gathered and laid them in front of the bees. And the bees sadly looked at the flowers. "Thank you, Yahwala. You were very swift, but your talons, they tore the flowers, and we can't use them." The village became restless once more as everyone had run out of ideas. Until someone spotted Butterfly, Yo-Yo Butch, dancing through the air. Yo-Yo Butch had returned, and look how beautiful her wings were. You can see them from afar, someone said. The whole village paused. Everyone rushed to Yo-Yo Butch. Would you be willing to paint the flowers like you did your wings? Yo-Yo Butch agreed. I'll paint the flowers, but Yo-Yo Butch told everyone, I have one pattern and one way of painting. Everybody says, okay. So Yo-Yo Butch began painting one flower at a time, making sure every petal was perfect. Yo-Yo Butch worked very hard, although it wasn't fast. And everyone, again, became restless. So when everybody became restless, Yo-Yo Butch started to search for help, started to look for somebody to help. And she saw Tatiad, Hummingbird, hovering so gracefully, looking at the freshly painted flowers. Tatiad is very graceful and can help with painting, Yo-Yo Butch thought. Yo-Yo Butch asked Tatiad to help paint the flowers, and Hummingbird happily agreed. Although Tatiad said, I'm not a good painter, not like yourself, and will do my best to paint your designs, but I'm trying. So they both agreed, and they both began working. Soon, bushes of flowers were painted in no time. Next, the flowers in the village were painted. Soon, flowers as far as the eye could see were all painted. How beautiful, everyone thought. Everyone's looking at all these different colors, and oh, so beautiful. Everybody was looking at them until someone pointed at a new design, a new flower. Yo-Yo Butch looked at the design and quickly apologized. I'm sorry. This is not what Tatiad was supposed to paint. Tatiad returned to the village, and Yo-Yo Butch began yelling at Tatiad. During that time, the bees were looking at all the flowers and fell in love with the variety of colors and designs. Yellow, purple, red, pink, white. The bees were extremely happy, and Yo-Yo Butch didn't understand why. The bees explained they love the variety of life and hope for more variety. There is much that links us together, the bees said. Yo-Yo Butch and Tatiad were asked to draw a circle. The bees wanted to teach them a lesson, so they began to both draw a circle. And the bees stopped. Yo-Yo Butch, you're drawing with the wrong hand, said the bees. Yo-Yo Butch looked confused, and the bees said, some of us are different and may draw one circle with our left hand or one circle with our right hand, but that doesn't make us wrong. Yo-Yo Butch nodded her head, smiled, and apologized to Tatiad. Yo-Yo Butch understood the variety of life is what makes life so great. So next time you see the butterflies or hummingbirds on the flowers, understand they are just making sure the flowers have been painted and making sure every flower looks beautiful. So with all these stories, I like to talk about morals and lessons. And one of the morals or lessons I like to talk about with this story is, like at the end, there's all different ways to do things, and we all have our own way of doing one thing. It could be putting our shoes on to eating our cereal in the morning, but we all have our own way of doing it. Some of us might pour the milk first and then put the cereal. It sounds crazy, but some people do it. Some of us might tie our left shoe first before our right shoe, but that doesn't make us wrong. And that is one of the big morals, or one of the lessons I like to talk about with this story is we all have our own way of doing it as far as life goes, and sometimes the only thing we can do for others is respect their way of living. So hopefully I'll be able to tell more stories for everybody, and I can't wait to see everybody in person again and tell stories in front of all of you. So thank you again, and I'll see y'all later.